a favorite recipe that you like to make with your sister?
I think so. We like to make home meals. Like we usually sometimes surprise our family with making home meals. We set the table. We kind of like act like it's a restaurant. So she makes the chicken. She makes this really good chicken with capers, olives, and an arugula salad. While I'm making the drinks. She makes the dessert. I make the drinks. I make like appetizers. I make a critter table, and it's really fun. That's probably the biggest.
So that's pretty cool. So now, how long did it take the girls, you all, to write the book? And did the process surprise you? Was there anything that surprised you during the process?
It took about 2 years, and I don't think it's something that surprised me, but I think it was really fun, the process, because we got to eat a lot of our food. We got to take pictures, which was really fun. We got to meet a lot of amazing people. It was a really fun process.
So what's your favorite part about making a cookbook, creating a cookbook?
I'll say, so Mom had this like graph kind of, it was a graph, and she put all the recipes we had to put, all the recipes we had in mind. And I think I love like the process of elimination thing. We had to eliminate all the things that we think that are not so good, but then so we had to put like the top, let's say 85 in the book, which is really fun.
That's cool. Well, now here we have another question. Did you use olive oil to sear the meat or avocado? Because
this is what you can use. What I usually use is bacon fat or schmaltz or chicken fat or olive oil or avocado oil. It really doesn't matter because there's so much fat in the beef. The beef fat's going to come out, and that's what you saw on the bottom of the pan. Now look at how gorgeous these aromatics look, all right? So now at this point, what we're going to do, Anna's going to help me. I'm going to put these pieces of gorgeous rib right on top here. I'm going to nestle them. So if you're making, I have 5 here. So this pan is just big enough, barely, for 5. You don't want to have it too packed because we have a lot of liquid to go in here. We're going to nestle them in like 2 bugs snug in a rug. Okay.
Well, now we have another question. What's the whole peppercorns compared to ground pepper?
What did you say?
What is there an advantage to using whole peppercorns compared to ground pepper?
Yeah, so when you're making a dish, you season it with cracked pepper, the beef, but when you're making the broth, you always want whole peppercorns. It's a much better flavor. You get the whole oil of the peppercorn. It's just more aromatic. You get all the aromatics out of it. Really good question again. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we are. Let's recap. Our flanken, our beef, we seasoned the heck out of it. We seared the heck out of it. And then we added carrots, onions, celery to that mixture of fat after we took the beef out. And then garlic. And this thing, which is a bouquet garni or a sachet. Now, this is dry. Now we add our liquid. So Anna is going to add some red wine.
Oh.
Like about a half a bottle of red wine. And never add wine that you wouldn't drink. Do not add cooking wine.
Is there a favorite wine, whether a Pinot Noir or a blend that you would use?
We're using today a Zinfandel. Burgundy, I think it's too light. I would use a Zinfandel or a Cabernet. All right, we added half a bottle of wine. Now we're gonna add some chicken. This is beef stock. You can use beef stock, chicken stock, vegetable stock, but since you're having beef, let's add beef stock, right? It makes sense. Now, can you see what happened here? It's just covered. Do you see how beautiful it is? It's boiling. You're basically done. This is going away. You see how nice it is? It's not quite covered. This is going away, and it's going to cook for 3 hours. All right. Let's get it in the oven 3 hours at 325 degrees. Okay, so I brought one out. Now this is the one that we sell on QVC. This is a cast iron nonstick beautiful, gorgeous Dutch oven, but this one is different than most because you can cook on this. So we made a lid that you can actually sear steaks on. So that's what's great
Oh,
about this one.
wow.
So take a look at it in here now. So everything is sort of made. I didn't add flour. I didn't add butter. So we're going to fish out our herbs. Okay.
We didn't tie string around our herbs this time, but it
Give me
would
a
be
dish, sweetie.
easier. It would be easier.
Okay. So you can
since we
see.
tied out our-
You can see what 3 hours of cooking does. Can you just see the sauce? So how luxurious it is. So we're going to take some of these flonken. It's just coming off the bone. Look at that. We have buttered noodles. All the garlic is just come over and look, it's just falling off the bone. So this, I'm telling you, all the work is done ahead of time. If you make this, all you need to do is exactly what I did. Follow the recipe. Make sure that you season aggressively your meat, and it will basically just fall off the bone as this does. Okay?
I
And
just
look
love
at
the
that.
fact that you said to really, really season and don't be afraid to season.
You saw how much salt I put on it.
Yes.
If you don't put that, you're not going to get the broth that you want. So all this broth here is just the natural melting of the vegetables. So there's no flour, there's no cornstarch, there's no roux.
Oh my gosh.
It's nothing like that. It's just beautiful beef gelatin from the beef, the carrot, leek, and onions given over. It's love to the vegetables. And the vegetables almost make a puree and make this sauce delicious. And that is braised short rib with egg noodles.